Right guys, we're off to do weigh-ins, but first I thought I'd give you a little outfit of the day. So, Elite Strength and Performance hoodie, sports shorts, Nike socks, and some Crocs from Crocs. Right, let's roll. What's up YouTube? Good morning YouTube. Hello campers, whatever people do these days to introduce their YouTube. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up to D-side, Queen's Ferry, and I'm gonna do my first Jiu-Jitsu competition. So I decided last week that I was gonna do it, so I had a week to drop a decent amount of body weight. I think I was like 99, I need to be 97.5. Didn't do too much, just sort of like went about my daily business. Then yesterday I just sort of done a little bit of a water cut, so I had about 7 litres of water up until 6 p.m. and then just cut water, and then I was just weighing every like 10 minutes throughout the night, throughout the evening, and then I've woke up this morning at 95.4 or something like that, so lost a decent amount. So my plan is head up now, go weigh in nice and early. The time, it's about 9 o'clock, so you can weigh in from 9. Weigh in now while I'm at my lightest, and then I don't need to worry about all day then eating or worrying about if I'm going to make weight, because my first match is at 4:15. So we'll just follow me through the day today. Me and Kim are just going to have a normal day, probably going to make some breakfast this morning. I'll watch the football, chill out, and then we've got Robbie coming over to video the whole process. So from there on, the video quality will increase dramatically. But yeah, may watch a little bit of the football this afternoon and just chill out and get ready to do this. But really excited and looking forward to the day. And I need to get in the left-hand lane, so we will see you in 2. I'm a couple of days behind, so I apologise, but I was busy in the week. But now, while we're driving up to go do the weigh-in, we've got DJ Lee Morrison on with his awesome mix. In demand radio, regular slot, fucking smashing it. Get fucking ready for it. So here we are at D-side Leisure Centre now. We're gonna head in and get our weigh-in done. And then we can go off and enjoy some food. I'm sore, just from life, but I'll stretch up and I'll feel fine later on. Very excited to win. Go home with some golds, you know how it is. Yeah, all good, made weight, 96.3 or something like that. So, with some clothes on, so didn't have to go naked or anything, so bonus. So all done, prepped, food in, just trying to keep everything pretty much the same. So usually just have a decent breakfast on a Saturday, normal lunch, and then I usually do some exercise anyway, and it always feels good, so I'm not trying to change too much. So I just thought I'd sit down while Kim's out, she's on a run this morning, and just go through, I don't even know what I'm doing here, but just thought I'd explain a few things. So obviously, come from a sporting background, always playing football at a high level, and then transitioning into bodybuilding and pushing that for so many years, it feels really good to do something different outside that sport. Especially maybe 3 years ago, maybe a bit longer, where I decided I'd never want to compete again in bodybuilding. It's been over 10 years since I competed as a BNBF teen. So coming out of that, I wanted some drive and direction, and decided, sort of forced into with a good friend, Dan, who's competing today as well, who I may go against at some point if everything goes to plan. So he sort of forced me into going down, trying out Jiu-Jitsu with him, and just really enjoyed it. Enjoy learning a new skill. Being absolutely terrible at something makes a change. I know that sounds like quite big-headed, but for doing bodybuilding or weight training for so many years, you learn a movement pattern. And once you've perfected it, you can't really get moving up and down in one direction wrong. So the aspect of learning for me is really attractive, and that's what stuck me to it. Maybe I'm doing this competition a little bit too soon, as I haven't been training too long, especially as many people know, I've got pretty bad wrist injuries at the moment. So I tore my tendons in my wrist when I first started doing Jiu-Jitsu, trained on them, gave them a little rest, and I feel like they've healed now, but what the doctors seem to think is it's went into tendonitis, so I should be taking things easy, which I actually am. I know it doesn't sound like it if I'm doing a competition, but I am actually taking it easy. And I'd give anybody advice out there to take things easy. If you've got an injury, lay off weights, lay off jiu-jitsu, lay off running, let it heal, because you're only going to make it worse, and progressively it could be pretty negative down the road. Obviously, competing for the first time today is massive for me because I haven't been in a competitive setting for a while. And if anybody knows me, I do have like major anxiety when doing new things. Even when I play football on a Friday with the lads, who some of my best friends play there as well, and everybody who I play with is really close. However, 20-30 minutes before driving down to a little leisure centre, I find myself being sick, or almost being sick before I go, just because of anxiety about my performance, how I'm gonna do, because I've always wanted to be the best at everything, and or competent enough, not necessarily the best, maybe just so in the top percentile of everything I try and do. So obviously anxiety today is quite high, but I'm gonna try and moderate that and hopefully have some tips for people who do suffer with competition anxiety or even just anxiety in general. Gun shield, shorts, rash guard.
Banana.
Go on then, grab another banana. Like, just get moving, some blood flow, and then a little bit of nerves disappear.
You'll forget about it.
Yeah.
You'll forget that you're actually like competing, I reckon.
Even as soon as you start messing around with Dan on the mat,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. It'd just be like you're training.
Round of coffee or shit yourself.
I'm choking my else. What's the position called? I told you before. 69.
No, yeah.
Alright.
Nervous or
Less nervous seeing everyone bouncing around.
Yeah.
Looks an easier job. Till showtime.
Nice and warm now.
Don't want to do too much. I'll end up injuring myself. I'll see you there.
That's right, Dan. Come on.
Yes, Dan. Yes, Dan. Yes, Jake. That's it, Jake. Finish him. Nice, Jake. Yeah.
Jake, come on. That's
Finish,
it.
Jake.
Come on, Jake.
Yeah.
Yes, well in.
Yes.
Yes, Jake.
Good evening, everybody. So, lovely day, absolutely awesome. Thank you for everyone who came, thank you for everyone who supported me. Brilliant day, I can say 100% I'll be doing it again. Really fun, just excited about getting a little bit better now. Me and Kim are off for some food, so we're excited about that. Are you? Black shoes.
Cumbrian beef.